of our people across the nation. Many of them have been remanded, and they are in prison over trumped-up charges. All these are politically motivated. You all, ladies and gentlemen, saw the use of dogs on innocent citizens, reminiscent of the South African apartheid days and the civil rights struggle in America. These are things that we had not seen anywhere in Africa for the last 30 years. The police unleashing dogs on innocent citizens, people that have come to attend the political rally, to listen to speeches, but the police chose to unleash dogs on them. The police has used electrocuting devices. They have used tasers on people, they've used pepper spray, and outright brutality and beating of citizens. For example, in Kawempe, you saw people being beaten, old women being brutalized. You saw the police and military pushing people into a ditch, a very dangerous ditch. We are following up to see the damage that was caused to people. Also, the constant blockage of roads. Roads are being blocked to prevent us from using them. And yet we are in a campaign. We are by law mandated to reach the people of Uganda and speak to them so they can make an informed decision. But the police and military have constantly blocked roads, sending us to feeder roads. But even those feeder roads where we go, you've seen them follow us with tear gas everywhere for no reason whatsoever. You have seen the police launching tear gas canisters into our rallies, peacefully assembled people. They are listening to political speeches, and then police launches tear gas into those crowds, dispersing them for no moral or legal justification whatsoever. The double standards of the police claiming that they are stopping processions, and yet all of you, ladies and gentlemen, are seeing processions with the NRM. You saw Norbert Mao in a procession. You saw Thomas Taebwa in a procession. You saw Tumukunde in a procession. You saw Museveni in a procession. And I want to appreciate the Katikkiro of Uganda. This morning, I saw a tweet from him making it clear that campaigns are not prayers. People go to the campaigns with excitement. The biggest mode of transport today is border. So you cannot say whoever is traveling on a border is not going to come to listen to Bobi Wine. That is wrong. That is double standards. That is immoral. That is illegal. It's on this note that I want to call out Mr. Byabakama, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission. Mr. Byabakama has been conspicuously silent on all these illegalities, all these criminalities and brutalities that are happening to the people of Uganda. Mr. Byabakama was very quick to come out and criticize me for getting out of my car and buying maize from a street vendor. But Mr. Byabakama has been silent about the blockage of roads. He has been silent about the brutality that is unleashed to us. He's been silent about the roads that are blocked on us, failing us to campaign in some areas. We were not able to campaign in Katosi because police constantly blocked the roads and we couldn't reach there. So we want Mr. Byabakama to pronounce himself on this. He has shown bias to the extent that he came out to criticize what we call a protest vote. We are going for a protest vote. We are protesting against all these injustices. We are protesting against the wrongdoing that has been done in our country for 40 years. But Mr. Byabakama more or less descended into the arena himself. He's supposed to be the arbiter. He's supposed to be the referee. But he has taken a side. He came out and criticized us, naming this a protest vote. we've not heard Mr. Byabakama criticizing Museveni about what he calls protecting his gains. But he came out to criticize the protest vote, clearly showing that he has descended into the arena. Yesterday, the world was shocked to see Mr. Byabakama, a legal expert, saying that people should not get involved in the guarding of their election. Now, you saw Museveni coming out saying that we stole his votes, working with the Electoral Commission. Many other political leaders are complaining about vote rigging and stealing of the election. That is our major complaint. And according to us, Mr. Byabakama is the #1 suspect in vote rigging. So, how can a suspected thief tell you that everything is okay, you don't have to lock your house? We as NUP, we encourage something called active citizen participation, ACP. Active citizen participation in this election, because this election is about Ugandans. We've sensitized Ugandans to go around campaigning morally, reaching out to everybody so that people of Uganda can make an informed decision. Second, to turn out and vote. Thirdly, we have encouraged them to stay there and guard the election. Now, all these are within the law. All these are within the law, because according to Section 31, subsection 4 of the Presidential Elections Act, the citizens of Uganda have a right to stand 20 meters from the voting table and observe the election. What we are encouraging, Mr. Byabakama, is within the law. That is what the Presidential Elections Act says. The people of Uganda don't trust you, Mr. Byabakama. We don't trust you. That is why we want to make it clear. And we even encourage the NRM and all these other complainants. Let them get involved in guarding the election within the law, non-violently, but assertively. After voting, do what the law says. Stand 20 meters away from the election table, but observe the election. Make sure nobody stuffs ballots into that box. Make sure everything is transparent. What is wrong with that, Mr. Byabakama? Why don't you want people to observe the election? Why do you want people to go back home and sleep so that you bring your cooked results and read them to the people? Isn't it even disturbing to see that the chairperson of the Electoral Commission is repeating what Nariso is saying? He's repeating what Damlira is saying, meaning that they write the script for Mr. Byabakama and he speaks it out. We want to say this, that if Mr. Byabakama has failed to conduct this election non-partisanly and legally, then Mr. Byabakama should resign. Mr. Byabakama, you should resign from the position of chairperson of Electoral Commission if you have failed to conduct an election that is transparent, free, and fair. Finally, we also want to mention this. We know that General Museveni is planning to rig the election, but we have reliable information that in his plan to rig the election, they're trying to provoke the people of Uganda into an unrest so that they can carry out a massacre akin to what they did in 2020 on the 18th and 19th of November. So we want to bring this to the attention of the international community. We want to bring this to the attention of the regional community and the African community, the African Union and the East African community, that as you're watching this, we are telling you this before it happens. General Museveni is planning a massacre on the people of Uganda. They call it a preemptive massacre so that he can cow the people down in order to rig the election, having intimidated them. We thought it's very, very important to put this to light. We also are aware that Museveni is planning to put a curfew prior to the election so that he can tie the people of Uganda down in order to rig the election. We thought it's important to inform the nation. That said, we said it in the beginning and we still reiterate it, that we are continuously going to be law-abiding, we are going to be non-violent, we're going to be disciplined, but we are going to reach every part of Uganda in whichever way we manage to reach there. The regime will continue exposing itself. Our weapon is the camera. We thank you.